ambushed at night. In October of 2023, YouTuber Grizzly Gaz uploaded a video to YouTube that he thought would be another intense but manageable overnight camping trip. Gaz is known for pushing into uncomfortable places, but he didn't expect how fast the night would spiral into something genuinely terrifying. The video starts off calmly, with Gaz hiking into the woods like he's done countless times before.
I'm in this woodland, and I've heard that pagans come in here to do their rituals. Is that what you want to call it? So I'm looking for, it's a large down tree, and it's around this area somewhere.
A few minutes in, he explains exactly why he's there. Somewhere out in these trees is an old pagan ritual site, and that's where he plans to set up camp for the night.
Right then, let's get set up, shall we?
Before long, nightfall sets in completely, leaving him alone in the woods with only his dog and the faint outline of the ritual site around him. After getting settled, he starts to hear strange sounds outside his tent, the kind of noises that sound deliberate, like someone walking nearby. He pauses to listen, trying to figure out if it's just wildlife, but nothing ever reveals itself. Eventually, he tries to shake it off and relax, brushing it up to nerves and the atmosphere of the place. Then, without warning, everything changes.
Down. Where the fuck? Fendi! Fendi! Come here, mate. Oh, you're alright.
Something grabs his tent from the outside. The fabric caves inward violently, collapsing over him, as if whatever is out there is trying to crush the tent entirely. Gaz reacts instantly, scrambling out as fast as he can, but once he's out, the reality hits. It's pitch black. He can't see anything. Whatever just attacked him is completely invisible in the darkness. He doesn't hesitate. He starts packing up immediately, knowing staying any longer would be a mistake. As he's breaking camp and grabbing his tent, things escalate even further. From somewhere nearby, multiple voices can be heard, shouting, screaming, running through the woods around him. The video ends a few days later with Gaz explaining what he had experienced that night. He never found out what grabbed his tent, and he never saw who, or what, was running through the woods that night. It's a brutal reminder that when you camp deep enough into places tied to rumor and history, you're not just dealing with the wilderness, you're dealing with whatever else might still be there, just out of sight. Today, we're looking at 6 most disturbing camping encounters that were ever caught on camera. Let's begin. Right after you subscribe, no pressure of course. Stalked while camping. Megan Page is a niche YouTuber who posts videos on her channel about random events that have happened in her life. Sometimes it's rant videos, daily struggles, or other times just talking to the camera to pass the time. And on September 11th, 2024, she would film a video that would be no different. The video opens with Megan sitting at her campsite, talking casually to the camera about recently leaving a psychiatric hospital and adjusting back to living in the woods. The tone is calm and personal, like many of her uploads. She's focused on explaining her situation, unaware that the camera is capturing more than just her story.
And then I go back home, and then he acts like nothing happens. Like a true narcissist. Like the true narcissist here. Okay, well you scared me.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Here's the walk by in the stairs.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Behind her, a man in a red shirt slowly approaches. In his hand appears to be a broken shard of glass. He moves close enough that Megan suddenly notices him and jumps up, backing away quickly. The man starts talking rapidly, claiming he isn't going to hurt anyone while asking her strange questions. Thankfully, after a tense moment, the man eventually turns and walks off. She doesn't hesitate. She packs her belongings immediately and leaves the area. The video ends with uncertainty. There's no clear explanation for why he approached her or what he planned to do before she noticed him. It leaves an uncomfortable possibility. Maybe he only acted harmless because he realized he'd been seen. In situations like this, awareness is everything, and the fact her phone was filming behind her may have been the only reason the encounter didn't turn into something much worse. The Haunted Cave. In October 2021, a guy named Matt Field, also known as Field Days, uploaded a video where he set out to do something a little more extreme than his usual camping trips. He planned to explore and camp inside an abandoned cave somewhere in Australia. What he expected was isolation and darkness. What he got instead was the unsettling feeling that he wasn't alone underground. After hiking for a while, Matt reaches the cave entrance and begins descending using a heavy metal ladder bolted into the rock.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna jump on this shonky ladder, which goes way down there. And once we get inside the cave, there is no leaving until the sun comes up tomorrow morning. So once we step foot in there, it's home until the sun rises tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna bang a GoPro on my head and we're going in.
He even points out how thick and solid it is. Not something that would move easily, even with force. At the time, it just seems like a detail, but later it becomes the most important part of the night.
Well, if this is not a form of living, I'm not really too sure what is. Have a go at this. This is home for the night, and pretty bloody excited about it.
He explores the cave for a bit, then eventually settles into a spot to set up camp as nightfall passes above the surface.
All right, so a fair bit of time has passed. We're still sitting here. Two extremely weird noises I've heard now. One, I swear to God it was the ladder that I come into the cave on. It was swinging. Now, I think I'm just tripping balls, but I swear to God it was the ladder swinging. And the second thing is just that weird sound I heard again. It's just a very strange noise, but can't really put my finger on what it is. I don't think it's bats. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it is about 11 o'clock at night right now, and we are gonna dig into the baked beans.
He prepares his food, talks to the camera, and starts getting comfortable in the darkness. Then he hears it, the ladder.
That is beautiful. Baked beans in a haunted cave. Oh my fucking God. That was the sound. That is the sound. Did you hear that? Look at my arms. I got full goosebumps.
From deeper inside the cave, the metal rattles loudly, shaking and clanging in a way that immediately gets his attention. He freezes and listens. According to him, wind couldn't possibly move it, and the sound isn't subtle. It sounds like weight, like something is actually on it. The realization hits hard. If someone else is climbing down, he's trapped underground with them in complete darkness.
Holy shit. That's not normal, dude. Why I'm freaking out. That's that chain. That chain's moving. The only thing it can be, like, this is a public cave. People can come in this cave. The thing that's strange, it's like 11 o'clock at night. Why would anyone come in here? And the chain moved but didn't, like, if you're gonna walk down the chain, it will swing the whole entire way. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna swing, but this isn't swinging. This is just moving, rapidly moving, and stops. It's the third time it's happened now. And I'm almost about to abort mission. But I've got the only way up is that chain. Yeah, this is freaking me out a little bit.
As he keeps listening, the bats inside the cave suddenly become active, flying around erratically.
I'm getting out of here. Yeah. The bats, can you listen to this? Just listen for 2 seconds. Hear the bats? They're going weird. The bats are flying around here. They've not done that yet. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if you guys are going to be able to see the bats flying around, but they're really flying around here. They are active for some reason. And I just heard a sound that I've never heard before. I'm probably freaking out. I'm just being a pussy, but look, it's not normal. I don't know. I don't know what normal is in a cave, but that sound was super freaky and it got me going. So I'm at the ladder. So this is the ladder that was making the sounds. Now you're trying to tell me that this big ladder, something has to move this. And it has to move it because a rock fell and rolled all the way down here somewhere. So something was moving this chain 3 times in a row. I got no idea what it could have been. It can't be the bats. So these bats are active. They're everywhere, but they're too small. I don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave this cave. I want to stay here and do the whole night, but that noise was just scary.
He eventually relocates to a different area of the cave, putting distance between himself and the ladder while still watching the direction the noises came from. After a long, tense stretch, he manages to sleep near the entrance, far away from wherever the sounds had moved. The video ends the following day, but without answers. Nothing is ever seen, and nothing else makes itself known. But the heavy ladder didn't shake on its own, and the bats didn't panic for no reason. Whether it was another person or something else entirely, Matt never returned to that cave again. A reminder that some places feel abandoned until they don't. If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider subscribing. No pressure, of course. Thanks. It saw him. In October 2022, YouTuber Creepy Outdoors uploaded what should have been a normal overnight camping video. But right from the moment the camera starts recording, the woods don't feel calm at all. Almost immediately after he begins filming, faint shouting can be heard echoing somewhere in the distance. It doesn't sound like just one person, more like multiple voices scattered far off through the trees. Curious and slightly uneasy, he leaves his camp to investigate where it's coming from.
Damn, so many dead trees. I think I'm gonna name this one Dead Forest. Dead forest indeed. This is one of the creepiest forests I've ever been. And I'll be spending the night here, which is always fun. Another dead tree, completely rooted.
As he walks deeper into the forest, the environment changes. The woods grow denser and darker, but more importantly, quieter. The usual background noise, insects, animals, movement, slowly disappears. He even points out how unnatural it feels.
Dead quiet here as well. No life.
In the wild, silence usually means something nearby has put everything else on alert. He continues exploring, noting how repetitive and endless the trees look around him before eventually deciding to head back toward camp.
Man, this place is so lonely. Imagine just being lost out here. It feels like this would never end.
But what he would encounter next is pretty unnerving.
Oh, hi. What the hell? I need to get out of here. Oh boy.
From the darkness, a higher-pitched voice clearly says, "I see you." He freezes instantly. After a moment, he calls back toward the voice, acknowledging it, but nothing answers. Shaken, he returns to his campsite, which unfortunately lies in the same direction the voice came from. The sound closely matches the distant shouting heard earlier in the video. Some viewers suggested animals can mimic human-like noises, but the clarity of the phrase, timed right as his flashlight drops, makes the moment hard to explain. The video ends without any resolution. No one appears. Nothing is found. Only the lingering feeling that something out there knew exactly where he was and wanted him to know it too. Almost Killed in Forest. The Northwest Wind is a YouTube channel run by a guy named Sam, the kind of creator who just likes disappearing into the outdoors for a while. His videos are usually calm, methodical, and focused on the experience of being alone in nature. But in January 2024, that being alone part didn't exactly go as planned. The video starts with Sam hiking a good distance off a public trail to set up a stealth camp deep in the woods. He picks a hidden spot, keeps things low profile, and sets up normally. But even early on, he mentions something feels off about the place.
I don't know what it is here, but I keep feeling like somebody's watching me. And it's like very, very strong feeling, like hair on the back of my neck standing up. I don't know. I just keep feeling like I'm being watched or something, though. I don't know. There are people around for sure. It's a very public park area, but I'm off the main trails by a ways. It's also very dead back here and foggy too. I don't know if the camera picks up the fog, but there's fog rolling in like everywhere. It's just kind of creepy, I guess. But
the idea that someone else is out there bothers him, but he sticks with the plan to stay overnight anyway.
all right, so it's getting dark. Gonna be fully dark here in about 10 minutes or so. Somebody just walked by. I don't know if they had a dog or not, but they definitely didn't see me, but I could barely see them. The tent does not sit high at all. I've been sitting on my belly case. This is while I was eating, just finishing up eating. I don't know why, I'm just spooked. I haven't been saying that, but I've been spooked since I got here. I keep feeling like somebody's watching me. And then seeing that person. I know it's a public park, but still.
Later, inside the tent, he's talking quietly to the camera when footsteps start circling outside. He lowers his flashlight and listens. The movement gets closer.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they could see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent. Somebody's out there. I don't know if they're coming this way or just walking around out there. I can't tell. Somebody's definitely walking around out there, though.
And then hands start pressing against the tent walls, pushing the fabric inward until it partially collapses over him. He scrambles out quickly, knife in hand, and multiple sets of footsteps immediately scatter into the forest.
Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? You're with me. With me here. Holy crap, get away. What do you want? Hello, I can't see you. Hello. All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting the hell out of here. Hello. What do you want? Say something, I see you. They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and work. Getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone! They went over that way. I can't see them now. I know you're there. I see you. They collapsed my tent on me and pulled the fly off while I was still in there. It smells like someone's smoking a cigarette too. I smell your cigarette. I smell your cigarette.
Even in total darkness, he knows he wasn't imagining it. He can smell cigarette smoke lingering nearby. He starts moving away from camp, but the sounds follow him. At one point, it turns into a chase, forcing him toward the edge of the woods. Then he flips the camera and catches a faint golden light in the distance.
Muddy, I fell in the mud 3-4 times. Jammed my knee, tripped, fell right on my face. Hang on, is this still recording? Is it still recording? Is it still recording? Right at the edge of the wood line. It's about 150 yards away. Hang on. You see that? I see you! I can see you! Oh, it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. All right, let's get the out of here. I don't know if they're like after me or something, or what the happening. We're getting the here. It's getting bigger. They're coming this way. Holy I don't like this. I'm calling the police.
Whether it's a flashlight, a torch, or the glow of that cigarette, he doesn't wait to find out. He runs. When Sam returned the next day, he discovered his campsite had been torn apart. Whoever had been there clearly went through his belongings, but after finding nothing valuable, they left everything behind. Still, that encounter didn't stop him from trying again. Later in 2024, he went back to the exact same location to finally complete the overnight camp he was forced to abandon. He picked a spot even farther from the trail, ate, and relaxed until night started falling. Just like before, he heard distant yelling.
I did just hear someone yelling back there. Someone's yelling back there. I don't know how far away, reasonably close. I don't know. There's people talking for sure. And I hear people walking too. Might not be easy to pick up on the camera, but not that far behind me. There's definitely people back in there. I can see them. I see one person. They're walking right there. It's about 200 yards away. There's definitely somebody there. I'm trying to not be quiet on purpose so they know that I'm here. Holy crap.
Soon after, he noticed a person moving in the same direction the shouting came from. He stood there watching, realizing the figures were slowly getting closer and hiding behind trees whenever he looked directly at them.
Somebody's... Hi. Hi. Now they're looking over here. Hey. Hi. I feel like I'm surrounded.
Then it got worse. The people split up, positioning themselves on opposite sides of him, effectively surrounding him. He admitted feeling uneasy, though not fully terrified yet since it wasn't completely dark and he could still leave.
I'm gonna pack my stuff up and just have it on my back. That person's just standing there. Hi, I see you. You're not gonna get me.
He kept eyes on one figure, but when he looked back, the person in front of him had vanished.
All right, this isn't fun anymore. I don't have much light left, so I see you. Hi. Hey. Same guys last time. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna stay tonight, boys and girls. Ah! Okay. All right. Okay. That guy was right. Okay, let's go. All right, I'm out. See ya. Okay. See ya. All right. Later. Okay. All right, we're out of here. Yep, we're out of here. See ya.
About a week later, he made one final attempt to stay overnight in those woods, and this time, he technically succeeded. Despite constantly feeling watched and on edge, he forced himself to stay awake until sunrise, finally completing the overnight challenge in what felt like dangerous territory. Whether it was a prank, trespassers, or something worse remains unknown. Sam still uploads today, but this trip remains one of the most frightening experiences he's ever documented. Unnerving Encounter. In August of 2024, YouTuber Thomas Locke uploaded a video documenting what was supposed to be a quiet solo camping trip deep in the woods. The plan seemed simple: hike out to a remote location, set up, and record the experience. But almost immediately after entering the tree line, things didn't feel right.
Sun's setting. The actual place I wanted to go to was about a 40-minute drive. There was just not enough time. Even now, that sun's... it's going to be getting dark very, very soon. Anyway, that's us over there. I guess someone's been through it at some point. Because it is walkable, just about. My legs are getting scraped to bits though.
As Thomas walks deeper into the forest, he starts mentioning a weird sensation. Not fear exactly, just the unmistakable feeling of being watched. The woods look normal enough, but his dog keeps stopping and staring into areas where nothing is visible.
Archie. Archie. What's that about? Oh man, I don't know. This dog's tail, he keeps looking over there. His tail. It's just completely dropped. He keeps looking in that direction. Just birds, mate, just birds. Nah. Something's fucky. Something's fucky.
Then the environment itself changes. The insects and birds go quiet, not gradually, just silent and layered under the natural ambience. There's a deep, distant whining noise that the camera actually picks up. Something Thomas himself doesn't even notice at the time. Eventually, he decides not to push further in and instead backs out toward an open field nearby to regroup. Sitting in a chair outside the tree line, he talks through what just happened, almost trying to convince himself it's nothing. As the sun starts going down, he starts talking about previous camping trips. And that's when things take a disturbing turn.
I can definitely hear voices. I think Archie can hear voices as well.
He hears quiet, distant voices. He packs up quickly and walks back toward his car, and even out in the open, he keeps saying the feeling hasn't gone away. If anything, it's worse. Like whatever was in the woods didn't stay behind. Then right as he looks back toward the tree line, a strange, drawn-out sound echoes from the distance.
I don't feel the slightest bit of regret. I feel that I've made the right choice. What the f*** was that? You won't have heard that because I've got my mic on me. I really hope the mic picked up. All the hairs on my back are up right now.
The video ends with him leaving shortly after, and honestly, it feels like the smartest decision he could have made that night.